Greetings and blessings, and greetings and more blessings come to you live from the upper room of the Sunkofa community. I wanted to come on and say something in which I heard the Spirit say to me in regards to having a relationship with one's divinity. The reason why there's a reason for all things. There's a reason why one reaches out versus reach within themselves to sort out the discords of their lives. There's a reason for that, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when you're reaching out to something, be it person, place, or thing, or idea, books, what you're doing is maintaining some sense of control. You're maintaining some sense of control. And we all know that we enjoy having control of our lives, right? So you reach out, be it person, place, thing, or idea. You control who the person is. You control basically what you say, how you want to manipulate the situation, and all that stuff. Okay, you're in total control. Cause see, when you reach out, that's free will. See, that's your free will to do that. And because we're in the flesh, we have the ability to use our free will. So we use it to reach out. When in fact, the natural way of doing a thing is to reach within. See, once again, everything begins and ends with you. It always begins and ends with you. Therefore, you must reach within. Now, I'm going to tell you why people do not reach in. Because when you reach in and you begin to dig down into the depths of your soul, and you become somewhat acquainted with the divine spirit, what will happen is that you will lose control. You have absolutely no control. You have no control because you are a child when it comes to the divine, to the creator of all that is. You are the creature child, is what you are. When you approach the divine, you have become the child, okay? And because of that, as children, we have no control over what we say, how we say it, how we're going to do it. No control whatsoever. But when you go within and you begin to approach the creator, the spirit of all that is and all that will ever be, trust me, you have no control. And it leaves you open to becoming more and more vulnerable. Now, I'm going to tell you why you need to cultivate or become comfortable with being vulnerable. Because in doing so, it allows an expansion and an elevation of one's consciousness, the mind. Okay, your mind. And in that elevation and expansion, it gives way to the freedom of the creator, or whatever you want to say, the divine aspects of who we are to operate in our lives, to operate within us, so that we can draw into our lives the very thing that we want. And not only that, you will draw into your life things that you don't want. But you will have the discernment to say, no, this is not what I want. And it may take some time. Because the divine is not going to show you the whole picture. It's going to show you glimpses. And a lot of times, when you have to learn something, when you have to go through something, and you have to learn in that moment, the divine will close off all light to where you're in complete darkness, or you have been blindfolded. You have been blindfolded because if you saw what it is that need to be seen, you wouldn't put yourself in that situation. But it is the soul's purpose that wants to guide you through that situation so that it can what? Cultivate and grow into being. Not existing, being. That's what it's about. So ask yourself. Ask yourself, and some people like to play jump rope with it. They jump in and then jump out, jump in and jump out. But I tell you what, if you're going to play jump rope, you need to do some double dutching. Because when you double dutch, you find balance. You find the balance point within balance. That's where it is. Because we're in this flesh, we have to experience life. We're going to experience life simply because the divine wants to experience life through us, which is why we have the 5 senses. But this is just a stepping stone into that higher aspect of existence or being. It's a stepping stone into that higher access to of awareness, a higher plane of existence. Okay, because you can rise above your senses. It's just a tool right now. Your senses are nothing more than a tool. Huh? So that's what I wanted to come on and talk about. I can do this all day, every day, and I love it. You get on and you shoot, and sometimes you just, it's so spontaneous. You don't even check around you sometimes, and sometimes you might not even comb your hair or wash your face or brush your teeth. But nevertheless, I'll say that I've done all those things because I got suited up for this. But it is definitely a pleasure for me to come on and express, allow the divine to express itself through me, because I am truly consecrated, and devoted to the path of light. So I challenge you, get on the path of light and stay on the path. And when you're on the path, learn how to double dutch. You'll be fine. Just stay focused on the Creator. Stay focused on the divine. Seek ye first the kingdom of God that is within you. Seek ye first the kingdom of the divine that is within you. Okay? Seek all of that within you. Stay in that space. Stay continuously and constantly in relationship with that. And you will do fine with double dutching. You would, ooh. And hey, somebody can throw a third rope in there if they want to. You're going to do that one too. Because the divine is not limited to any particular thing. All right? And it can be your best friend. But you have to cultivate it with a sincere heart. With a sincere heart. And a childlike mind. Be blessed. Stay focused. And stay in the light.